So what is HTML? So this is a markup language. This is intended for creating websites. Okay, to make your website as much attractive as others can view and others can understand the information that the resources available, and it is you want to share that information, you can create your own websites. For that, computer provides a programming sort of language. It is not actually programming language, it is called hypertext markup language. This is not a programming language, this is a markup language. Okay, this is much more easy to learn by you people. That's why this is intended for your batch also, Become batch also. This course is aiming to create your own web pages. Okay, and different web pages can be created, and you can create your own web sites based on the application area. And with this full form hypertext markup language itself give a very much idea about what it is. Okay, what type of language it is. This language is intended not for human communication. This is intended to communicate between a computer and a particular person, user using that computer and using internet, and it's one of the common service that we already have a clear idea, World Wide Web. In order to access or in order to create your own resource content, that is need to be available in web, or you want to share your information, or you want to share some organizations information, you can create, depending on that need, you can create a web page. Okay, and mainly we can create websites. The need of websites is very much nowadays. With internet, any part of the world can connect, and if you have a information available in your as a website, you can post it in internet. You can host it in internet, and that can be seen by any person from any place. Okay, if we not be from the same area, he can from any part of the world. So making a website and hosting it into a web server, okay, provides a opportunity for people to provide their information to the globe or the worldwide. That's why we are using, in order to talk or in order to understand or make it understand a computer, we need some other languages, not human languages. We need, that's why we are using some programming language or markup language concepts. And one of the basic language used by creating web pages is the fundamental language. Without this HTML, we can't easily create. This is a very easy language. Hypertext markup language is a very fundamental language. This is created by after the evolution in web in 1990s. The first aim of this language was to share some basic information, test information, or scientific information between a scientific organization. This is not actually dedicated for user common person. After a lot of after 1990s, now we have 30 years, that technological changes and some measures, achievements are in the field. So that's why now we can able to transfer multimedia messages, or you can add video, audio, anything, any type of multi content. Okay, with not it is not indicated only for text messages. Actually, it is same at the time of generation creation. This HTML is only used for adding or making a web page with only text characters. Now we can have provision with 30 plus years in this field. We'll be having the provision to add any type of content or information. Can be text, can be image, it can be a video, it can be audio, or it can be graphics or emojis or anything. Any information, any sort of information can be added into in a particular web page by learning HTML and it various number of tags associated with different formatting tags will be there, different structural tags will be there, like that. With the help of these many number of tags, after learning or you have go through these tags, you can have a good understanding about creating a simple web page. with all those type of contents, all those multimedia content. Okay. So what it make is it will be having a lot of markup languages, or the markup means the modification tags. The all things are here with the help of tags. We can provide all top sort of formatting, or tables can be added, lists can be added. All those things can be with the help of tags only. We are learning HTML with the help of lot of tags. Without learning tags in hypertext markup language, we are knowing nothing. With the help of this language with markup tags, various tags are there. We will be learning how to format a web page into multiple attractive way. Okay, we already covered different tags, and we will be going through that much more deeper. So first of all, the full form itself will be making it as a understandable language. Without the first person we heard about HTML, hypertext markup, what it is. Hypertext, it is a combination of two things, hypertext and markup language. Okay, markup language is the collection of tags. This language will contain, this language will contain different markups. With that markup, we are intending to say the markup is so contains lot of tags. The markup means tags to make formatting. So that's the thing. And the other thing is hypertext. So hypertexting is nothing. These are hyperlinks or just link. The interconnected between the web pages are interconnected between links. When you have search for a website, or when you search in search engine and for some information, what is HTML, you are just searching it, you will find out lot of links in below to that search query. So what happens is when you click on that particular link, that's how it is created. A website is created. There will be lot of navigation aids. Just click on that navigation link or hyperlink. It will be directed to another web page. The interconnection between web page and resources is happening there. So without links, we cannot create a good website. There will be lot of links to interconnect, transfer from one page to another page. For example, you created your own web page in the first app. At that time, you created your own web page, means your own site you created. That site itself will be having at least 2 or 3 web pages. Starting from your introduction page, or your web page will be there, another page, your resume page will be there. Like that, you can create your own page. But how will you communicate or transfer from one page to another page? From home page to resume or curriculum vitae page by clicking on a link. That link tells you when to or where to reach. By clicking on that link will be having a name, or it can be an email, it can be a resume, a link with some underline. By clicking on that link, it will be navigated or moving to another, direct to another page. So that with the help of these links and tags, this makes the HTML what it is. Okay, so we will learn about that, how to create link, how to add various formatting in web pages, how to put content into the web page, information into a web page, create a tab. Okay, and basically we already know I already explained this in our earlier classes. The web page will look like this. Okay, it will be this web page is part of a web browser. I used a web browser called Internet Explorer. We already know what is a web browser. It is a software used to view web pages. So by using that web browsers, you can have itself will be having the idea about there are two sections in a particular web page or a HTML file. That is head section and the body section. The head section is associated with the web browser's address bar and the menu bar, etc. You can look into it and you can able to have a clear idea. So the address bar will be the place in which you will provide your URL or the address of the destination, or the domain name or URL or URI, etc. You will search, or there will be having search boxes associated with search engines. It can be a Google search engine, or it can be Yahoo search engine, etc. in which you can provide keywords for your search, what type of search you are providing. So that part contains the heading part, header information, or the introduction about information about the web page will be displayed there, not actual content. The content part is put it inside the body part of the web page, and that is mean by the body tags. So basically, an HTML will start with a tag called HTML tag. Okay, and this is the first tag and the last tag we use in a HTML. First, when we start a HTML, we will start with the opening tag, and when we close HTML file or end the HTML file, it will end with a closing tag. So that is the main thing. There will be a opening tag and closing tag in most of the cases, and this thing can be easily, we already have covered, but I'm just giving for further information. The HTML can be created in a simple manner. A basic HTML file will be having the standard part. Okay, it will be having root tag called HTML tag. The root tag of an HTML file is the HTML tag itself. The opening and closing tag will be there. Inside that root tag, the HTML page, you will start with a head section. What are the details you are going to provide in header, the header information or the details about the web page. Okay. So mainly a head information, head file will start with, or head section will start with a head tag, starting tag, and it will close with a closing tag of a head section. And inside head section, also we open that file. There will be a name associated with that web page. You can give a description about that name. Here I given as my first web page. It will be shown in that tab. The name of the tab will be like that. This is not the content. This is, we just give a name for that link. Okay, the particular web page. That's why it is coming there. The title of the web page, okay, tells you, or without looking into the content, you can see understood what type of web page you are viewing. Can be, if you are using Facebook, it will be facebook.com. If you are using Google, it will be Google. Like that, the developer or the HTML developer of that particular web page or website will create their own title for the particular HTML file. By when you are creating your file, you can able to give a value name for that your particular title. And head section contains a lot of other information too. There are something called metadata in which the user search words can be provided. So I'm not going into that, but our main part is here in between body tags. Okay, opening tag and closing tag of your body tag, body section. You will provide the information or the data that you want to display in the web browser. Or web page contains information about something or anything that need to be displayed or put it inside the body tags. And in order, if you want to make any change or make it as attractive or make it formatted, you need to give other formatting tags. Okay, it can be a text formatting tag like font, bold, etc. So by looking into this example itself, we will be having, I just used a tag called b tag. You know this. What is the need of this tag? Bold tag. This will, what content you are putting inside bold tag, opening and closing of bold tag will be make it as formatted as a bold character, bold text. Okay, you already know that. Like that, any information you want to make it as any formatted style, any other type style, you have the provision to use any other tag. There are a lot of tags associated with HTML. The formatting tag, like we already know, is bold, italics, or font, okay, underline, or any other style tags like strike through, okay. Like that, various tags are provided. So any type of formatting can be used, able to do with these various or various number of tags associated with HTML program, HTML. So by looking into that and learning it or munging it, okay, you can create various styles in a particular character or a paragraph. So by this example, we will be getting a small web page like this. Very few information will be there. I only added a 1 line or 2 line of page, and it will look like this. When you run this file, you will get a browser screen with this, and the top left part of that will tells you the title of the page. I just put inside title tag, just the content is the title of the page, so that's why it is getting there. And the entire thing, the entire content, what I put in between bold tag is this text is bold, so that is converted as the bold style. The other part is not affected by any formatting because I didn't put it inside bold. I just simply write it something without putting any other formatting. That way it is justing as plain text. Okay, or not any other style is there. Simply what we are written there, it will be displayed. So any information within body tag will display as it is. Okay, that is the main thing. If the developer need to make some change, he need to use the dedicated or decided formatting tags or particular tag associated with it to make it that change. If you are aware of any other tag, you can use that tag. Okay, if you want to know some tag, you can search it and find out in web. You will be having. At the time you create your own website, you can use the help of any resources from net. So what is the first step to create a web page? You create a web page by just starting a web page with opening some test edits. And most of you, if you are using mobile, any Windows operating system in your laptop or any other operating system in a desktop machine or a laptop, you will be using some test editor. And in Windows, you are using Notepad, you already know. Okay, just open a Notepad file and type this code, type any HTML code with that tags and its styles, starting from the HTML tag and ending with that tag. You can add any number of lines associated with it. And this page, you want to save that file with an extension .hdm or .html. That's the thing. Okay, and you need to give a name for that name web page. Here we just as an example, I given a name mypage.html. I am saving that file using mypage.html, and you can create you give your own name with your understand what you mean by that web page. You can give that. Then the exact procedure is just to open that. When you after creating this HTML page, it will be opened only as web pages, and it will be we open and displayed as a web page in a web browser. That's why any file that the direct method to open a web any file is just open that particular software or application in which that file is able to open. That way I open my own any particular web browser available in your browser computer. So I will open any of my, I already created that in my computer. So I can open my browser and just open my page.html file. It will look like this window. Okay. Or you can directly open, right click and open the my page. That we already know. Any file can be opened like that. Just browse it and open it. Okay. So don't worry about that. So there are two extensions, .hdm or .html. Either of that can be used. Okay. There is no other problem with that. There are commonly used extension. The extension tell you what type of file you are going to use. So for example, other extensions are file extension for a Word file is .doc, or file extension for a PowerPoint presentation in .ppt or .pptx, or other for there are file extension for a image file .jpg or a movie file .mp4. The various file formats are available that tell you what type of MP4 tells you it is a video file. If you are seeing a file with extension PSD, what is that? This is a Photoshop document, PSD. So in order to understand that file without opening that file, what type of data it will be having, you can without opening that file, by looking into the file name, you will got an idea. Okay, when I created a file, lot of files I created in my website computer. Okay, so a folder with a lot of information will be there. By filtering what type of information in that file, okay, you can open that file and you can view each file without looking in opening that file. You can get, there are 10 word files there. There are 10, you can sort it using, or you can easily sort it, okay, with file extensions. So what type of file are with image category will be in a group first, then video file, then like that, based on the file type itself, we can filter it and view it. So that's the main importance of these file extensions. So much more explanation will be needed. Most of the tag. Okay, what do you mean by a tag? A tag will say name. So what you mean by HTML tag is a tag with a name HTML, and it will be proceed, and after it will be having a brackets. Okay, the browser, this last tag, the starting tag itself will be having HTML, and the last tag will be having the /HTML. The tag tell you the browser what this is the end of the HTML. Okay, that when you see that slash in, okay, before that HTML, you will find it as the file, HTML file is okay, completed. You cannot add any other line after this last tag, okay, HTML tag. So this is the root tag. So within root tag only you can provide any HTML information. After completing, if you some of students will do their lab and they will, and without their some problems will be occurred, and they will start with a HTML /HTML. They will find it like that, and they are, after running that, you will not get web page as it is. That's why most of the time we will not get the web page. There are a lot of chance for errors, but it will be, if you look into this, easily removed. So a tag is nothing but a name, meaningful name will be there. It is already predefined names are there. HTML is associated with the root tag, body is associated with body tag. If you want to use a tag, you need to have the idea, or you have to remember that tags, okay, name of the tag, and you need to put curly brackets. Okay, start with a curly bracket and then put the tag name, then close that curly tag. This is the actual syntax. And header information will be provided inside the heading section, and the body section will have the body part. So most of the time, the extension we already know, Azure HTML or Azure HTML will be having that extension will be there. Anything can be used. Okay, any of them can be used. And most of the editors, okay, this thing is there, Vising. Okay, this name is because what you see is what you get. These are because of these web page editors. You can use like that. A notepad can be, after creating a web page, okay, using a notepad or any other editor, what information you provided inside that, okay, HTML page or that document, with itself displaying at the web page. Any change you applied on that notepad page or my page, that will be reflected in the browser also. So what you see is what you get. Okay, why you intentionally created a web page, and you will get, if you have clearly provided without any errors, you return the tags and all HTML page without error, you will see the exact page as it is. Okay, like you created your own web page. If you created your web page without any mistake, you will get as it is. So that is why then This tag is consist of two parts. Also, we mentioned the tags are used to mark up HTML elements. The HTML tags are surrounded by two characters. Already know these angular brackets. Okay, the angular bracket can be used. Most of the HTML tag will be having an opening tag and a closing tag. Okay, and some of them, most of the tag like HTML itself or body tag, head tag, or bold tag, or any other formatting tag like font tag, anything will be having any tag will be having a opening tag and a closing tag. And there are some tags we cannot give any, we will not use any these two pairs. Okay, we can use a single value, single tag. You don't need a coming pair of flags like bold. And one example is the line break tag is an example. Okay, another example is image tag. Okay, this tag we can give without any one of the opening tag or closing tag. It will only have the a starting tag or a ending tag. That's why it is called. And another property is it is not case sensitive. HTML is not case sensitive. Within your program, you can give capital letters or small letters. You can give your tag name as capital HTML or small HTML. It will not have a problem because it is a not case sensitive language. Some languages or programming languages are, most of the languages are case sensitive. By this also plays a role to make it as a easier language to learn. If the HTML and the capital HTML and small HTML is mean for two different tasks, two different tags, then it will be a problem. People will misunderstand. So that way, this also makes a role in making HTML simpler. Okay, case sensitive. This HTML markup language is hypertext markup language is case sensitive language with a lot of markups and hypertext, and it is easy to learn by this facilities provided by this, and easy to create web pages with a lot of formatting options available. And there are a lot of basic formatting tags like heading tags. There are a 6 variety of heading tags available. You already have the idea, H1 to H6. So starting from H1, this is a starting tag and heading tag will be there, and within that we will provide the heading. The bigger heading will be for H1, and when you move from H1 to H6, the size of the heading decreases, and based on your need of your what type of heading you want to provide, a bigger heading, you can go for H1 tags. Okay, if you are going for a small heading, okay, you just need a heading, just need a heading just to give a introduction or idea about the particular paragraph or like that. You can provide a H6. Okay, like that you can give. So by what the main thing is, it will add an extra line before and after the heading. So mainly there are, when you not provide headings, what happens is you will not get any distance between the lines. Okay, defaultly we didn't get any distance between lines from one line to second line. Okay, by applying heading, what happens is your web page, okay, the HTML will add a extra line space in between the heading and the before and after the heading part. That we are commonly adding in word processors. Okay, in MS Word you can do that, or in any word processing tool. Okay, a PPT PowerPoint presentation can also add extra space by applying this option. Okay, there are line spacing options, so we need to provide that additionally. But using HTML, you will be having a lot of tags with heading tag. The heading can be somewhat distinct from the content. So in order to make it a separation between the content and the heading, by just giving that tag itself, it will look for that also, the line spacing. It will add line spacing effect to it. We don't need to additionally provide that thing. This is also with line break, you can have that tag line break. What happens? You will create just a break to move to another line. Like that, lot of tags are there to there, and also this is happening in paragraph tag 2. The extra blank line before and paragraph after a paragraph will be added similar to H1. If you make it as a paragraph within the content, the information you want to display separately from heading or any other information appearing in that web page, you can make it as a paragraph. Then it will formatted as a paragraph style, and that only that paragraph will be displayed as a blank line before and after the paragraph. Okay, so making paragraph is actually important. Headings are important in case you want to make it as a readable page or a user understandable page. Like that, there are a lot of pages. Also already explained, BR tag is not having any closing tag. We just give a BR, that is enough. You don't need any closing tag for this type of tag, line break tags and image tags. For any one a particular tag is needed. Okay, most of the HTML tags will be having an opening tag and closing tag, but some of the tags like line break tag and image tag like that will not be having opening tag, both opening tag and closing tag. Any one of that tag is needed to make it as single tag. Like just put where you want to give a line break moving into another line. You can force that line or information to break by applying this tag, like given here. By applying BR tag, this will may split that paragraph into 2 lines. Okay, here we are using 2 BR, so there will be having that this paragraph will be having definitely splitting it into 2 different lines. Okay, actually we don't need that. This will be looking as a 2 line, but by applying BR, after this the other information will be displayed in the next line, and again after the is a para, in the second line itself it will be moving into the next line. The graph with line will be in the third line. There are 3 lines. First line is this, first statement is this, then the second line will be C para, then there are 3 lines. We are splitting into 3 lines using BR tag. Using 2 line break, we can split into 3 lines. Like that, based on your need, you can choose any of these. And another important thing is adding comments. This is very much important. Any programming language. Okay, when you learn any programming language or computer language, you need to add your own comments. Okay, your own description about that code. Okay, this is because if somebody else or another person is looking into your code, sometimes he didn't able to find what it is. Okay, if somebody, okay, you are created a project, okay, and that project will be definitely some of the initially there will be some errors. If you were not aware or you didn't find any correction, okay, error correction, you are not able to correct that error, you approach your friend. Okay, but in that time your web page will be having more lines of tags, 1,000 lines of tags. What make the comments useful in HTML is by providing you meaningful information about each HTML part. Okay, some part will be there which is confusing. What is the meaning? What is the use of that tag in that particular case? Can be provided with some useful description about that particular tag or a line. By looking that in by another person, he can clearly understand what you are going to. This can be explained in a English language with some much more deeper understanding. You can easily represent. And for providing comments in a web page, it will start with an angular bracket, and you want to provide an exclamation mark and 2 hyphens. Okay, then only you are providing the information. Okay, this is a comment, or this is meaning for just creating an idea about what this page is looking like. You can give your own comment. Okay, description about that part of the HTML code. And the main thing is we don't have any symbol or characters, just symbol, exclamatory mark and hyphens are there. That's why it is needed. Like not like other HTML tags, there are characters. In this case, we will be having symbols like exclamatory mark and hyphens, and also in the closing part of that particular tag will be having again 2 hyphens. This thing we need to be clearly understood, starting with the exclamation mark and 2 hyphens and ending with the 2 hyphens. This is comment, and this is also a not a opening tag and closing tag. We only need a single opening tag or any closing tag. This can be a opening tag. You don't need any like line break and image. You don't need any 2 separate tags for opening and closing. Okay. And there are few number of tags available. These are the some of the tags we commonly follow. So at the initial type, this one is we already explained. This is comment, first one. The second one is doc type, exclamation and a doc type. This will tell you what type of document you are creating. This is the first line of any particular HTML page, doc type HTML. This doc type, then space, you can provide HTML. This will tell you. This is not necessary actually, but most of the time we are not giving it. But this is a standard method. This is World Wide Web, WWW consortium, WW3 consortium is creating standard HTML tags and all. And they creating the new versions of HTML. Now we are commonly using HTML5. Initially it was okay, like new versions are the new upgrades of that language. Okay, some new tags will be added or some unwanted tags will be removed. Okay, some problem based tags will be removed. Like that, there is a standard organization that governs or manages all the tags and its features. Okay, so HTML is managed. HTML, this language is created by and managed by W3 consortium. Okay, you can view it. Okay, W3 consortium is the people, the organization. They create standard variations or they will modify HTML based on the further needs. W3 consortium. So they are aiming for creating web experiments and organizing them. And because this HTML is very much useful to create web pages, they also manages the creation and upgradation or revising of this language. And with lot of changes in HTML from starting to the 2020, lot of versions and upgradations happen, and now we are in the HTML 5.0. So that's the latest version of HTML in which we can add multimedia, like we already told in the introduction. HTML gradually come across a lot of changes in it, and now starting from a simple text web pages, only text web pages, and now we can add video to it, multimedia, etc. All those things can be there, and you can, with web pages, you can represent all information in an attractive manner. Okay, that's why we are learning HTML to create web pages more attractively and based on the user need, what you make them attractive. We can look into that, and after learning HTML, it will be much more easy to create or get an idea about what whenever you search some information in web, you can think in terms of tags. Okay, what tag is mean to create this content. Okay, after this class you can go and find out, whenever you view a particular web page, you access Facebook, or whenever you access Google or Gmail, what tags make it as that appearing as a new variation, how that appearance is okay, which tag is used there. you can explore that. You can look into various tags associated with HTML. There is a lot of tags. We will not be able to cover all those tags, but you can just definitely go and find out. There are thousands of tags available. Whenever you need the help of a tag, you go search and find out some tag. What is the use of that? You can add that into your web page. Okay. Here itself, we will be looking, having a lot of email tag is there, heading tag is there, paragraph tag is, pre tag is there, script tag is there, video tag is there. Okay, like that. Table tag, strike tag, strong tag, meta tag. Some of the tag we already know, but some of them we don't able to know. The embed tag is there, you know, to add multimedia content or video, audio content. And video tag is there to add video part. Like that, a lot of tags are there. And with this tag and features associated with each tag, there are tags. Okay, without explaining about attributes, we are not able to complete HTML. The HTML will be having hypertext markup language will tag and its associated attributes. Every tag will be coming up with a set of attributes associated with. So basically, we already have the idea about body tag. A body tag which will have associated attributes like background color, BG color, background image, etc. Like that. A single tag will be having multiple features, multiple properties can be added into that. Okay, like that, you can use various attributes with various tags. That make it much more attractive, much more, basically much more appearance or much more add-ons can be added. Okay, a single table tag itself will be having a lot of attributes we already explained. So we can go through that in the next class. Okay, then. So hope we will be having the last session afternoon from starting from 1 p.m. I will upload the questions. So today, hope the last session was based on the table, right? So how much you have completed in lab? Up to tables or anything else?
Up to tables, sir.
Okay. So now we have you done the list, the ordered list, unordered list, etc. Do you have any question based on that list concept?
No,
How
sir.
okay, so we can move it into that. Okay, list, how to create a list into or art list, ordered list and unordered list in a web page. That for that today's lab will be based on that, and we'll be having some more thing. Anyway, we will be, I am giving a question, we'll share within 1 hour. Okay, you can go through that and definitely go through the materials. Okay. Okay, shall we wind up the session? And before that, we will be conducting the online exams, quizzes, those who are unable to complete. Okay, can be after, it can be at 5 o'clock. Okay, is it okay? We can conduct it at 5.
Okay, sir.
Okay, 5 p.m. we will be having the quiz for the not missed students. If you, those students, some of the students are there that didn't attend the exam, and not targeting to that. This is targeting to the people who have faced some issues in while writing the online exam. Okay, at 5 o'clock we will be conducting. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay, then we can wind up the current theory session, and we will be meeting at 1 p.m. for our lab. Okay.